Hey guys, Nolan here. Today we're talking about something that's going to change the way you think when you ride and inevitably make you a better rider. And remember to stay with me until the end of this video where I'm going to give you some free stuff. Before we do that, a quick little shout out to all the little cruisers who have decided to subscribe to our channel. Hello and welcome to our corner of the horse world where we talk about all the fun things that make this horse world go round. If you haven't subscribed, the button's right down there. You know what to do. If you don't know what to do, it's pretty simple. Hit the button, hit the bell. In one of my earlier videos, I did make mention of a list of things I use as my survival kit when I'm training horses, which I will link to up there as well as down below for you mobile users. Give it a check out once you finish this video. But today we're going to go a little deeper into a thought process that can change your riding and better it. You know the saying, quantity versus quality? It's kind of the same thing, but it's dedication versus discipline. Let's say you're a dedicated rider and you go to the barn and ride 6 days a week. Now dedication is needed, especially if you want to better yourself. But if you're spending the time in the saddle, talking to your friends, looking at your phone, making TikTok videos, that dedication isn't really going very far. I mean, you could pretty much do the same thing while sitting on the couch, right? Or we can switch it. Let's say while you aren't very dedicated, maybe work gets in the way. Your parents can't get you to the barn, your partner wants some attention. You're extremely disciplined when your bum hits that saddle. You got a time limit. Better get shit done. In the hour you have from the moment you sit in the saddle until the moment you get off, you make sure you get that horse off the inside leg. Those circles are always turning. Horsey is as supple as anything, but you can only get to the barn once, maybe twice a week. Have you hit the subscribe button yet? The button's right down there. You know what to do. So both sides have their pros and their cons, but without each other, you can't really grow. What we need to do as riders is kind of merge them together. Be dedicated while being disciplined. When you get in the saddle and want to talk with your friends, I don't have friends, so limit it to your walk at the beginning. Warming up at the walk is really overlooked, and horses should be walked between 10 and 20 minutes before going into trot or canter warm up. So take advantage of it. Horsey gets to warm up his legs, you get to warm up your chops. And for those of you who can't get to the barn enough, you're gonna have to make some time. Okay, maybe that was a little harsh. I was just transported back to grade 10 English class where a poster said, "You'll never find time for anything. If you want time, you have to make it." True story. You have to make a decision and decide what's important to you. If you really want to further your riding, you need to be in the saddle more. Maybe you're not going to be able to sleep in until noon on the weekends. You got kids? You're daddy's problem now. There's something a pro once said, and it's always stuck with me. The parents say they want their kid to be the next Isabel Worth, but they also want their kid to be prom queen, have a social life, be on the honor roll, participate in extracurricular activities, can't be out until after 9 p.m., etc., etc., etc. Now the dream to become the next Isabel Worth is pretty much impossible. Not because of all the demands, but even just because of a few of them. Becoming a good rider, let alone somebody like Isabel, takes so much dedication. You're constantly reading, watching, learning, and feeling. It takes dedication and discipline when in the saddle. You can ask any pro you know who has actually amounted to something, and they're going to tell you the same thing. Chances are. They're going to tell you they ate, slept, breathed horses. It wasn't something they filled their time with. It was what their time was filled with. This is their lifestyle. Everything they do is morphed around riding and learning to be better at their craft. I'll break it down into an example. You know a lawyer and she bought a fancy horse, but she can only ride that horse once or twice a week because of her job. But she wants to take this horse to the top and be competitive. So she pays the pro to keep the horse schooled on the days she can't be there. She spends loads on this training, thousands upon thousands a month so she can come and do her thing. But the thing is, the horse never goes as well for her as it does the pro. Why? Because the pro has invested not only money, but more importantly, her time into understanding this sport and all the in-betweens. Something the lawyer never did. She's put in the dedication as well as the discipline, and it shows. Liking this video so far? Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It goes a long way. See, it's kind of like what I talked about in my previous video about natural talent, which is up there and down below. You should definitely give it a check out. It doesn't matter that somebody told you that you have natural talent. That doesn't automatically make you a really good rider. Same thing goes here. It doesn't matter how much money you splurge on your training. If you're not taking the time to learn the process, you're not learning it. That's the funny thing about horses is it doesn't matter how much money you keep plugging in. That alone doesn't make you great. But dedication and discipline together do. And that's pretty much discipline versus dedication. But I'll leave you on this one little note. There are pros who, since they were 10 years old, from sun up to sundown, have sat on the tricky horses or have watched their trainers teach and ride just to get a glimpse, a fraction of what they are trying to achieve. If you're interested in more videos about riding and training for the amateur, I have a playlist, I'll link to it up there as well as down below. Give it a check out. It's loaded with lots of little tips that can help you and that very few people want you to know about. Give it a check out. You've made it this far, now it's time for your reward. Down below, we have a coupon for Ride Verbatim's online course where you're going to learn everything from what certain terms mean to how you're going to apply them to your own riding and be successful. Link is down below, don't forget to give it a check out. And now it's on to you. What are your thoughts on today's video? Are you disciplined but not dedicated, or vice versa? Or are you both? Let me know down below. And while you're at that, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. As I said earlier, it's a little thing, but it goes a long way. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, become a little Cruz yourself. We have new videos up every week for your entertainment, but to also make this horse world to make a bit more sense. And that's all I got for you guys today. All right? Thank you so much for watching. I'm Nolan Michael Cruz, and I will talk to you later. Ciao!